Graham, it's brilliant to be back at the Car Fulham Group. It's been a few years since we've been here before, but I want to take this from the ground up, really. I want you to tell us about OGP, which is a division within the group. Can you tell us what that business does and what the products are?
Okay, well, probably the first thing I'll start with, just a little bit of history. OGP as a company was formed in 1946. And they started to manufacture optical measuring equipment. And then early into 1972, they went into multi-sensor machines. And when I use the word multi-sensor, that's really an optical machine with probably tactile measurement and laser measurement all incorporated into one system.
Okay, so who uses these types of products, Graham? Where do they fit in industry?
So typically, most of the OGP products will fit into milling companies, they'll fit into tool rooms. One of the products was launched around about 14 years ago as being a toolmaker's microscope. So it gives you the ability to use optical capability for looking into things like the flatness of a component, looking into the roundness of a part.
So give us an example of what those parts may be then, because obviously parts vary to a great degree. Where does the technology really fit?
Yeah, the technology will fit into any type of component that's been manufactured. Now, some components are more challenging than others. So in certain cases, we have to introduce fourth and fifth axis rotaries to accommodate those types of applications. But we supply many leading companies with machines for aerospace, for measuring things like nozzle guide vanes, cooling holes. We also go into a lot of plastic moulding manufacturers as well. Medical devices has been a big forte of the machines for many, many years. So we cover a wide range of different organisations through the UK.
Okay, so potentially explain optical as well then, and the differences between that and maybe a CMM and so forth.
So when we're using optics, optics will give you speed of measurement. So for instance, a CMM might acquire a point every second. Optical measurement will acquire 150 points in around about half a second. So then you have a throughput then.
Okay, well, and when it comes to tolerances then, what can you get down to?
Tolerance-wise, if you look at a general machine tolerance, we're very much similar to a CMM. So sort of 2 microns, X and Y, 3 microns in the Z. Some of the sensors we use are sub-micron sensors. But of course, that all falls within the performance of the machine.
And it's not just the technology in the machines, you actually have a subcontract service within the business too. Can you tell us about that?
Absolutely. I think during COVID, when there was many challenges in the marketplace, lots of companies have staff, on the furlough scheme, lots of troubles getting components inspected. So we opened up a facility here to allow customers then to get parts measured so they could still supply to various companies. So we set up a superb subcontract inspection facility that really gives us, I'd say, capability up to about half a metre cube. And with that, we can measure small components or large frame components.
And is that what's happening in the background
here?
That's
actually what's happening today. Confidentiality, but obviously can't tell you what's actually on the machines, but that's what we're actually doing today around all the machines here.
And it's a perfect lead into then someone potentially purchasing a product when they can see, how efficient and how precise and how good the technology is that's measuring their parts.
Absolutely, and I've got to say there's probably half a dozen occasions during COVID that we've actually turned subcontracted into machine sales. Because of the equipment that's being used and the benefits back to the customer of the product.
And how good is the technology compared to the competition that you might have in this area then, Graham? Why OGP?
Leading edge technology. We're at the forefront of technology, and we have been for many years. We probably are the best kept secret in the marketplace, hence you being here today, Paul. We want to get this product into the marketplace and show people what we're capable of delivering to help businesses along.
So who watching this, whose ears watching this will be going, hang on a minute, is this something that I should be utilising? Yeah. Where's this audience?
I'd be talking to production managers, quality engineers, quality managers, anybody that's got a challenge with inspection, whether it's on the shop floor or in a room. These machines have the capability to help a lot of businesses.